Sthapakaya cha dharmasya sarvadharmasvarupine avatara varishtaya Ramakrishnaya te namaha. Thakur Sri Ramakrishna is speaking to Priya Mukherjee's. Priya, but our mind is not under my control. But the mind is not under my control. Master, how is that? There is such a thing known as Abhyasa Yoga. Yoga through practice, constantly practicing. Abhyasa, repeated practice. Now suppose I practice meditation. I will go and sit some time because other duties are interfering. I can't continuously try again and again. When I get the leisure, I go and sit for meditation. But I see my mind is not under control. What will I do? I will struggle for some time. Time is over. I get up and go for my duties. Whenever we get a leisure, just sit for a few minutes and try again. You may not be able to continue to do 5 minutes. How am I not able to? Why am I not able to control my mind? How the mind is jumping from 1 to 5 minutes, it is not sitting in. What is the cause? Where is it attracting? Where is it caught? I'm attached to something. I'm expecting something. I'm demanding something. From my heart something. I will just go on analyzing myself each time. Suppose a thought came. I'm trying to sit and meditate. A thought appears. Immediately, what thought? Why did it come? How did it come? Where from it come? Immediately, I must have been attached to that particular work. I must have got attached to that person. Or I must be expecting some respect from one. So I must be expecting some enjoyments from this world. So wherever it is attracting and binding, just try to analyze and apply dispassion, vairagya. Vairagya is to become indifferent. You may not be able to detach and run away. Suppose there is a child at home or a responsibility of a college-going student. My own child is behaving some way which I don't expect him to be like that. That bothers me now and then. What to do with this child? So just try to do all your efforts. Beyond it, if things go, just offer it to God. Oh, Lord, let these things not interfere in my spiritual life. All this story will end one day. Again and again you will remind yourself, this story is going to end. Nobody will be there. When I leave the body, I have to go alone. All these things we have to again remind ourselves. So dispassion, where there is attachment and attraction, and compassion, where there is attachment to family and things, only compassion and love. No attachment, no seeking, nothing. I am there for you to help you. I don't want anything from you. Again and again remind. I am trying my best to do all my duties and discharge my responsibilities in spite of this. If things go beyond my control, I have nothing to do. Slowly teach your mind that everything depends upon my past karma and the law of nature and divine will. We are not in possession of ourselves. We are in the vasha of the divine. We have become paravasha, not svavasha. We are not. No human being, nor no being is in the possession of himself. No, even animals and all, you see how they live. They don't have individual intellect beyond the survival instinct. Doesn't have intellect. Which man has. In spite of man having, he cannot do anything. He cannot change the world. He cannot change the law of the nature. He has to, how the nature keeps, so he has to be. Only option man has is to surrender to the divine when all his problems solve. God alone has to solve our problems. Slowly the understanding of spiritual world, spirituality, what is God? God is not something far away and sitting and ruling the whole the universe and all that. No. He is pervading every object. He is all pervading consciousness and one with everything and everybody and every object. It is intimately one with everything. A stone is there, is intimately one with that stone. God is one. You cannot have any object with the absence of God. It is God alone which is manifested as the universe. So just like ocean in which a block of ice is, varieties of ice pieces are there. All are water alone. Ice might be standing there as a tree, in the shape of tree. Different forms it has taken, but it's the same water in the form of ice. It may be invisible like water vapor here. It may be hanging high above. It's water. Tons of water are hanging over as clouds. When it falls, we'll understand how much of water was standing such a height. It was all water. The clouds that you see high above your head is all water. Like that, the whole thing is God alone. Nothing is happening. But we have kept our ego identity with the body. Whole problem is not with this world, not with people, not with the Maya, but our identification with body and possessing an ego independent of bodily existence. I become one with this body. I am waking state means I am this body. I am this body is only in waking state. And waking state it comes only when you are one with this body. If you are disconnected, there is no world. There is no waking state. How that happens, you see. My identity with body is one part. I can be in ego, in the absence of ego, like I am one with the body in coma state. In deep sleep, there is no ego. Waking ego dissolves in sleep also. Dream ego comes. Dream ego also dissolves in deep sleep. Ego finally, totally, and ends with the disconnection with this physical body after getting the self-knowledge. Neither ego is there, nor ignorance is there, nor the bodily identity. It dwells in the same body, independent of, as Jivan Mukta. Independent of the body, is living in the body, independent of body, as Jivan Mukta. So till then, all these things, so have that knowledge. I am divine, I have to reach that divinity. Then slowly mind comes under control. Lovingly it sits for meditation. Oh, I have a duty to. I have been given a human body. The body is given for me to realize God, to transcend this nature forever and go beyond. As long as you are in nature, you are bound by the law of cause and effect. This world is transmigratory for the bodily existence of the jiva. From one body to another body, nature goes on providing new bodies for the jiva to work out the pending karmas. And each time a body is given, we again work and act and get new karmas done. Old karmas to work out, we get a body. And while working out the karma, do the new karmas. This cycle, chakra, goes on, karmic cycle goes on, karmic wheel goes on. Slowly, this Sri Ramakrishna tells this, Abhyasa Yoga. In Abhyasa Yoga, you will again and again, try again. Hundreds of falls, thousands of falls, but each fall is a foundation stone for the next stage of evolution. Through yoga practice, keep up the practice and you'll find that your mind will follow in whatever direction you lead it. Mind becomes a servant. Actually, mind is servant. And we are its master. Slowly mind, because it has acquired tendencies, like a vehicle is always under my control. I'm driving a vehicle. When vehicle loses, gains momentum, I'm running very high speed, and now you see it has gained momentum independent of my accelerator. If I put off the accelerator also, if I put off the engine also, it will run for a long time because of the momentum it has gained. The momentum it gains, it is no more in my control. It is in the control of momentum. Even if I apply brake, how long it runs, rubbing the wheel to the ground. Like that is this one. Again in abhyasa. Then one day you'll be able to smoothly manage the traffic. To the extent, without applying brake, you can take the vehicle amidst the rush. If you know the whole, where is what, how I have to control my speed, where I have to go, how I have to go. Smoothly. You will be able to manage, where are the other vehicles going around me. And smoothly manages. Even brake is not, just control with the accelerator. Beautiful driving. No jerks, no bending. Smoothly it will be going. Everything comes by repeated practice. Mind is like a white cloth just returned from laundry. It will be red if you dip in red dye and blue if you dip in blue. It will have whatever color you dip in. To Goswami, have you anything to ask? Goswami, no, sir. I'm satisfied that I have seen you and you have listened to and have listened to your words. Master, go and visit the temples. Go, Swami, very humbly. Won't you please sing something about Sri Chaitanya? The master complied. He sang. Why has my body turned so golden? It is not the time for this to be. Many the ages that must pass before Gauranga I appear. Many ages that must pass before Gauranga I appear. To become Gauranga. Gauranga means golden complex body. Why my body has turned so golden? Is not the time for this to be. As if the whole story is planned and is somewhere, as if he has planned and it's happening before I can execute it. Many ages must pass before Gauranga I appear. Again, Gora, another song. Again, Gora gazes at Vrindavan and tears stream from his eyes. In an exuberance of joy, he laughs and weeps and dances and sings. He takes a wood for Vrindavan, the ocean for the Jamuna. He rolls on the ground for love of Hari. This actually has reference to Gaurangas staying in Puri Jagannath premises, area. Orissa. In Odisha, there is an ocean. He lived his last days around there. And Jagannath Puri temple used to visit. And there he used to, everywhere during those days, used to think that seeing ocean, it is Jamuna. And there are, just like we are in the ashrama now, all around we see forest-like area. We have preserved the forest within the ashrama, original forest as it was, as much as possible. We have retained. And if you go out, if Chaitanya were to be here, you would mistake it for one of the vanas of Vrindavan. In meditation or constantly thinking, whatever we think, that comes before our eyes. In meditation is a process by which we bring an experience back to state of aliveness. Now, I want to meditate on Sri Ramakrishna. I look at I have seen his pictures here and there, and the moment I see that picture, I can recognize it as Sri Ramakrishna. Or suppose Rama's picture. Anywhere, in any way, anybody draws a Rama's picture, immediately we understand it is Rama's picture. Krishna's, there are signs which indicate this is Rama, this is Krishna. Both same faces you draw, Rama and Krishna, same height, same thing. Just keep a flute in his hand and a morpaka, peacock feather on his head. It becomes Krishna. Give an arrow and bow in his hand. Immediately it becomes Rama. How these few signs differentiate. Now, to bring back the image of Rama, I again meditate on that form, beautiful form of Rama with the bow and arrow. Each devata has his own physical forms. with so many proper signs indicating the distinguishing one feature from other, so that those aspects of God are clearly visible. Just like in our professions, you can see all drivers, they wear khaki dress. It is compulsory. All military people, they have their own dress code, their ranks being displayed. What is he? What rank he has got? You can immediately seeing a military person. Is he belongs to Navy or infantry or air wing? You can, the moment you see, you can recognize. From the pictures, you can bring back any of the past experiences or contemplate just sitting there. Just think of the ocean and Navy people, Navy soldiers, or on the huge boat or steamer or a ship, large ship. They are there. Sometimes you imagine or you bring back to the picture what you have seen somewhere. The whole things, you go on thinking how it was. Suppose you had seen, or you are imagining also a story you are bringing up. Then also, how that whole thing comes before your eyes. Nothing is there for others. You are seeing a huge ship standing in a huge waters on the earth, a ocean. The ship is going. How the picture comes, you see, to mind with just bringing back the experience or creating an image of your own. Now, this is the process of meditation. In meditation, we know our Ishtadevata and we slowly imagine. Meditation begins with imagination of a reality which slowly leads me to reality. Because it is not an external meditation. Meditation cannot be on the external objects. You can contemplate on external objects, but meditation is on spiritual entities. Spiritual entity is spirit you can perceive only within you till you realize God. Till you realize God, you can imagine or you can bring picture of the spirit within you only. Externally you will not be. Till you realize. After realization of God, you can see anywhere, inside or outside, the same spirit. Now, because we are accustomed to see this world through 5 senses, intellect, and mind cannot display what is reality, what is spirit, it cannot reality. This world, physical world, which presents when you are identified with body, alone you can perceive. So, what is beyond, you cannot know. To know to identify spirit, you have to turn inward and take inward journey. Or read scriptures and create an image of the absolute existence, Satchidananda Sagara. Going on, you'll go on explaining what is that Satchidananda, what is that Chaitanya Sagara, Sat Chit Ananda. Existence, consciousness. Consciousness means the spirit. Chaitanya. Chaitanya is called Chit. In English, we have the only term divine, D capital, and another word we have is spirit. And for general understanding, we use the term consciousness, Chaitanya. C with capital C, Chaitanya. Now, he goes on explaining. It pervades everything. So many ways he presents. Senses cannot perceive, mind cannot conceive, intellect cannot discern. All these signs he goes on saying. He doesn't have hands or feet. There is no movement in it. There is only, it is ocean of bliss. Thinking of that. And where is it? I am that. Aham Brahmasmi. He gives what is Brahman? Explanation. And I am that, I am that. I am that is to dissolve the bodily identity. This is that. The scripture says, it is like this, it is like this, is to create an image of the reality. Ultimately, thinking I am spirit and I am beyond all this, what can I perceive, slowly emerges out, is growing from within, like a chick coming out of egg. He emerges out from his bodily existence at last. Aham Brahmasmi, he realizes. Or turn inward. Create an image of your whom you love most, in which form you love God. Even need not be traditional forms like Shiva, Parvati, Durga, Rama, Krishna, and all. It need not be. You have a child and you are looking upon that child as God, it is, you will reach the God. It is a sign only, indicator, where you can concentrate and penetrate into and go beyond. It can be a tree. You worship the tree as God because everything is God alone. It's just like in dream. Dream, every object is what you see. It's mind only. To understand, I saw a tiger, it's mind, it is mind, it is mind. In dream, whatever you have seen is a mind. So, understanding that, whatever you see here is God. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.